G'day, I'm Tony Shaw and I'm your host for this, the second edition of Football Record Video. Get set for an hour of action-packed football highlights, and for once I'm going to shut my mouth and let's get on with the show.
Starts it straight, finishes straight and finishes with a goal. Watch this kick. Still inside the centre square. Watch this. Kicks it to centre half forward. Still inside the centre square. Kicking the goal. Kicking the goal. Still inside the centre square. Watch this kick. Watch this kick.
This month's program is a ripper, with all our regular features such as the marks, goals, tackles and bumps of the month.
Fronted by Heady.
Our Great Footy replay features one of the most famous finishes in league football history. The Player of the Month is one of our real superstars of the AFL, the Eagles' Peter Matera, and we have some spectacular highlights of this month. Our Rookie of the Month is exciting St Kilda ruckman Peter Everett, a real player of the future. Also, we pose another tough question to AFL players, and what this show is all about, you supporters get your say.
And I think in the end, the Pies will come away with it.
I don't know about that.
Well, I've often thought the people in the outer have got the most sense, so let's get the ball rolling with highlights of the first round of the 1993 Premiership season, and wasn't it a great night to start things on?
Collingwood wanted him to be a goal-kicking little man. Now, will 55 metres be too much? He goes in short. Rocker, good mark!
Tell you what, he's fixed up a Footscray player in the process.
Actually, I was looking around for Scott Wine. He was down behind.
Leave that young fella
That's
alone.
Mansfield, I think. Takes a lot of courage to do what Liberatore did. You can see him back.
Oh, dear me.
Let's hope he's all right.
He should kick this from about 30 metres. The crowd tells the story. Kellett goes back to Cameron. Hunter. Kick by Hunter, inside centre half forward. Punch by Gafer. Chance here. 48 metres out is McPherson. On the standing start. Kicks a goal.
What did he cop there? Was it his own teammate, Gafer?
Could have been. Could have been McGafer.
It was very quick, whatever happened. But Gary Pert is no good at all. He'll have to come off the ground.
Collingwood kept going. Blazes it long. One-on-one on the goal square. Push by Delray. No whistle. A chance off the ground. Smith.
Good kick too, well outside 50 metres. Chance for Lehman, sweeping hand pass. Williams, can he get his fourth? Inside 50, Paul Williams makes no mistake. Hand pass, Fraser. Further on for Christian. Christian kicks in short, and a good mark taken by Starcevic. McPherson not that far away. Mitchell takes the hand pass and then delivers very nicely. Rocker shooting for his third goal, and he does it quite nicely. Yet to kick a goal. Rocker. Russell. High kick by Russell. Oh, this is just miraculous stuff.
Pack here, finishes at the back. McGuan. Two Collingwood players on their own out close to the boundary line. Mark Richardson takes the mark. 55 metres out. A long kick. Rocker!
Well, it was a toss-up between Rocker and McEwen for that full forward position, but Rocker is consolidating his position.
Playing his second game. Lewis turns on a threepenny bit, shoots it goal and gets it. What a beauty. Harding at the back, palms it down. Brennan shuffles it out, almost one-handed. Chance for the Bombers now. Masiti inside 50, goes at goal. Beautiful shot, and he's put it through. No mark anyway. Kransberg, the two number 23s. Harding was there. Alessio tries to get past Worsfold. Now a chance. Denham on a Wanganeen. 10 metres out, kicks it goal and gets it. Essendon would not want to concede the first goal. Beautifully done there from West. Gives the hand pass away. Heady should score. 30 metres out and has popped it through for 4 points. Turley. A couple of stints on the bench today. Chris Lewis. One-on-one at half forward. Clark, can he kick a goal? He can! That's it!
Actually, Hockey might have beaten him. Barnes slaps it out, goes to Forsman. On the run here is Steele. He goes for goal, and he kicks up, bomb!
Burke up with courage. Hollow got it across. Anderson wishes he hadn't. Down he went. It comes to Harvey, who emerges from the pack 30 metres out, kicks a goal. Down towards centre wing. Scott had an arm draped over the shoulder. Blindsided the umpire, though. Forsman keeps it in front. The clock is down to 10 seconds. Forsman with the chance for Geelong now. Beautiful looking kick. Mensch not there. Hocking to Scott. Almost siren time. He runs into an open goal and gets it. Right on the siren.
Free kick.
It should have been too. Eventually there's a belated whistle. Crawley to Winmar, who runs to 30, still going. He should kick another one. 25 out, pops it through. Neither side would have lost too many fans today. Beacon stood up in the tackle and got it to Devonport, who goes goalward from 50. That's a monster. I think it's a goal. It is. You find Handley, who takes it and goes immediately. He's at left half forward. It's a thumping kick down towards the kick-off line. Mensch in front. Good mark by the young man.
And if you can put yourself in the front position, especially in the last quarter, you'll reap benefit.
That's his 5th goal.
Hi, I'm Alan Jankovic from the Melbourne Football Club. For the latest news and the most spectacular football action, keep your eye on Football Record Video.
Bennett in good position now. Offhand, Jankovic! Oh, sensational!
Probably the greatest disappointment for me in round one was when I sustained a thigh injury early in the game, but still, that's football. One of the greatest areas of concern at the moment are the rules of the game. Players aren't asked very often about their thoughts, but in this month, we're going to ask the players what they think about the rules of the game and what areas can be changed.
The rule that probably needs looking at the most is the 50-metre rule. Something's got to be done for the minor incidents aren't worth getting 50 metres for.
The 50-metre rule needs a little bit to be looked at. There's a lot of discrepancies that goes on, that sometimes you hit a water 50 and other times you don't. I think that needs to be really looked at and addressed as soon as it can be.
Jankovic turns. 25 metres that kick. Hills, will it bounce for him? It does, and gets shot fronted by Heady.
Carrying on his good work. Chance for Keller. Can't quite control the footy or strong stuff by Watson.
We were pretty much the crowds.
McIntosh met heavily. Certainly was. Taken by Keller. Short kick into the path of Croft. Oh, well met by Richardson. Terrific footy by Alan Richardson.
11 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Across to Williams. He goes to Christian. Oh, courageous mark, and he's down. Danny Frawley met him head on, and Christian hasn't moved.
Hi, I'm Richard Champion from the Brisbane Bears. If you'd like to know what's going on up in Brisbane Bear land, stay tuned to Football Record Video.
Oh, big mark by Champion.
Isn't it great to see the physical side of football being featured? And there's no doubt a great bump on the field can really lift your football side. Now to one of our regular features, Player of the Month. And this month, it's Peter Matera of the Eagles.
Mansfield and Merriman at the bottom. Evans over the top. Matera. Peter Matera, 52 metres. Pulls it back. What a magnificent...
Personal goals, I'll say, is for myself, hopefully can kick around about average 3 a game. And just hopefully I can win the first and best for the club. And if I do that, I think that's one of my goals. I've always wanted to win a first and best in a AFL side. So, and if it comes along, I never know. One day I might win a Brownlow. So that's long-term goal, but short-term, hopefully first and best. Yeah.
Across to Heady, a delicate little chip to the run of Matera. Suddenly the Eagles are alight. Matera sets sail for home, and the Eagles hit the front. Quick hands from Brennan, too quick, but it comes back to Matera. Matera on the 50, he could take
in a week, if we're playing a Sunday, we usually have Monday on training, and we usually have it about 4:30, and we usually get on the track by about quarter past 4, and try and do a few, on the run kicking for goals, and just a bit of skill work by myself or with another player. And on Tuesday, usually just have a rest and try and do a bit of gardening. I love a bit of gardening at home. And Wednesday's back again on training track and still do the hard things like what I try and do in a game. Thursday have it off again, and usually it's shopping night, so I usually go out shopping. And Fridays is usually just a short session ready for a Sunday game if we fly out on a Saturday morning. So you haven't got much to do in a like a week sort of thing. So you just got to try and blend it all in, and hopefully come out on a Sunday and blitz.
We'll see them again in a couple of weeks, Robbo. These two teams actually clash in the first AFL round. Matera's kick, that's a goal. Put it through.
I'd say Hawthorn and Geelong will be still there, even though it's only earlier stages. But I've got a funny feeling that Adelaide's going to be a big force in the 93 finals.
Who turned 24 yesterday, goes over the top. Opportunity for Harding. Back to Jakovic, or rather Matera, who's run on. Matera kicks and kicks truly.
I'm here to tell you about the fantastic Name the Game series from Australian Football Video. Now, there's over 200 games available, including final series, state games, night premierships, and the best home and away matches of the 91 and 92 seasons. Not just the highlights, not just the last quarter, but 100 minutes of top footy action. So pick up your free catalogue at any Brasher store. And remember, footy brings out the best in a person.
Hi, I'm Wayne Swass from the North Melbourne Football Club. You're watching all the season's highlights on Football Record Video.
Melbourne now striving to get the ball clear. Up towards the wing. Good mark. Great mark taken by Wayne Swass.
I think the most inconsistent rule in the AFL at the moment is the play-on rule after a player's been tackled or has taken a mark. I think they're very inconsistent there.
I definitely think the 50-metre rule needs to be looked at the most because it tends to give sides a bit of an unfair advantage.
I think the rule that needs to be looked at most is the 50-metre rule. Sometimes it gives advantage to the wrong side, and it puts the side that's got it in a better position. I think if you're on the wrong side of it, well, it's tough luck, but I still think it needs looking at.
Juggles it. Heaver. Back for Elvin. Elvin gets past Thompson. Unselfish handball. Chance for Carlton's first goal coming from Welsh.
Hannah. Picked it up beautifully with the one hand, but they're continuing to apply pressure at him. He loses it. And now the Bombers have the numbers. Cransberg inside 50. The left foot drop punt, they need a goal, and he's got one. Quite severely hurt. Buick, we know, is in a bit of a problem. Here's Williams trying to thread his way through. Eventually forced a handball. Bradley
Very tight, but gets his kick away. Dorotic, heaver. Could put a nail in Essendon's coffin, he does.
Gives the hand pass to Delaney. A high floating kick in towards half forward. Harvey claimed. Ball spills free. Kransberg! They've hit the front.
Essendon lead by a point with 4.5 minutes left in the game. Alessio takes it out of the centre bounce. Kicks it up to within goal scoring distance once again. Kransberg dispossessed by Sexton. Taken away by Harvey. Harvey, shot to the goal front. Hurd's a chance. It's going to bounce through for a goal. It is a goal to Harvey.
O'Donnell, a chip to kick it. Well, he was called out. He was called out by Williams. Now the ascendancy with Carlton's Tom Alvin. Couldn't take it cleanly. Scholl bursts through the pack. Wants to give it back to Williams. He's there now. Guides it through to Heber. 60 metres out. He's taking on Alessio. Swings round onto the left foot. In towards half forward. And Kernahan takes the mark.
This is an absolutely ball burster of a game.
What something else. Well, this kick to level the scores here at the G. And he rarely misses these. And he doesn't miss on this occasion. Scores are level.
That's his 5th goal, Stephen Kernahan. 5 goals, 1.
Blues are a chance now. Sexton's kick into the pocket. Kernahan!
Oh, he's marked it!
From behind in a passage of 4 players. He's pulled down a screamer. Oh, the captain!
How many times has he done this in a tight game?
He is an absolute champion, Stephen Kernahan. Don't let anyone tell you any different. His statistics, 455 career goals and missed about, 8 games in 7 years or something. Kernahan will shoot from about 40 metres out. Difficult angle. That was his 12th mark, and he's going for goal number 6. The siren has sounded, so this kick, he only has to score
to win.
And Mark Thompson calling all the Essendon players back onto the full back line.
Well, what a scene here at the MCG. The ball with the Carlton captain, and he has to score to win the game for the Blues. And he misses. It's out of bounds. It's a draw.
Oh, no!
The half volley pitched one of his boot scraps around the outer side. Maynard, superb mark. Now Ross needs to play in front if he's going to be the target here. Tregenza towards centre half forward. Ross over the top, that's better. He led McKenna to the ball. He plays on immediately to Brown, to Anderson, who can kick a goal. 35 metres out, through it goes.
Hart. On the outer side, he can run. Drifted into the centre. And Tregenza leaves it for Groom. Groom gets the hand pass onto Maynard, down to full forward, and another good mark in front of the eyes taken by Modra. Modra going for his first. From 47 metres, good looking kick, and a very handy one after the siren.
Jakovic and Smart. Smart did very well body to body, and again on the ground. Socked away though by Jakovic. Now Matera, who turned 24 yesterday, goes over the top. Opportunity for Harding. Back to Jakovic, or rather Matera, who's run on. Matera kicks and kicks truly. Kicks it down towards centre half forward. Jakovic over the top, got hands to it. Smart does well, worked it in front, lip tack, open goal, puts it through.
Eventually gets plenty of distance. Lewis got a hand to it. Tregenza waiting down off to McGuinness from 50 metres. He pumps to goal. Bang! Look at that. That's a goal.
Handley put the Cats into attack again. And the Superman himself, Ablett goes for goal. Will he get it? It's going close. Have to wait on the goal umpire for that one. It's there. Stephen Hocking, well tackled by Dacos. Now a real chance for a Collingwood score. Williams runs his full distance, farms out the hand pass. Right, over the top with another one. Starcevic, point blank range, kicks and has put it through for a goal. goes out wide. Oh, Richardson, who had a brilliant third quarter, close to 10 possessions in that term, down to Dacos, who's kicked 5. And he might make it 6 now from the boundary line. Loves them from there and gets a miraculous goal.
Hi, I'm Craig Kelly. For great action, great highlights, keep watching Football Record Video.
Kicks it back into the breeze to centre the ball. Kelly. Craig Kelly.
Well, like everybody else at the MCG, I really do feel for Steve Kernahan. I would have put my house on him at least scoring. But that brings us to another great finish in football, the 1987 preliminary final, and it's our replay of the month.
Preliminary final for 1987 about to commence. Winner of today's game to meet Carlton in the grand final next week. No clear tap from the centre. Swabbing underneath. Penalised for not trying to get the ball out. And the first kick of the game goes to Melbourne. Will be taken by Greg Healy.
It is out on the
behind
full.
Play.
It is, and there's Sean White's in it.
Danny Hughes.
Is Dermot Brereton there? Let's have a look.
It looks like Brereton there.
Yeah, there's Dermot. He's in it. It's deep in the forward pocket. The game's going on, nevertheless.
Lovett is out there with DiPierdomenico. The hand pass comes out that time from White to Wilson to Flower. Flower too long and runs straight into DiPierdomenico. Took too long to get rid of the ball.
There he is, the Melbourne champ, having to come off. That was bad luck because he inspires that Melbourne side, and DiPierdomenico hit him hip and shoulder. I'd say it'd be rib damage for sure.
Hawthorn get out of it temporarily. Mew comes out. Through came Grinter and got rid of Mew. A hip and shoulders put Mew out. Pritchard puts the ball forward and Mew's in trouble there. But it was a fair hip and shoulder by Rodney Grinter. We're approaching the 4-minute mark of this quarter. There's John Kennedy. Hooks it across the face of goal. Russell Morris is there to take a nice mark. We'd have waited just a little bit longer, we would have seen the ball knocked out, and a 15-metre penalty sees it go through the centre from Russell Morris.
Well, let's not write off the Hawks yet. They're a great final side. They're on 8-10. Melbourne are on 10-13. That is only now 3 straight kicks the difference. He runs, he sprints, he bounces. This is magnificent football. This will be the winning goal, I think. Yates into the open goal goes Graham Yates. He's hooked it. He's missed. Oh boy, Hawthorn live again.
And Greg Healy from 50 metres out. Down towards the square, can it be taken from Melbourne? Yes! Eishold takes the mark. Simon Eishold. Oh, it's 1 point. He's hooked it.
Here comes Langford. Oh, here's their chance. Green and Platten. Russell Green. He's got it. Morris. Handball. Platten. In he goes. The ball comes loose. Paul Deere. Handball. Goal. Buckenara. And the Hawks are in it.
Buckenara's 4th goal, and the margin between the sides, 3 points. Only 1 kick in this game.
The difference, 3 points in favour of Melbourne. Can the Hawks, it would be a sensational victory for them because they've showed enormous courage. Oh, smothered away from Schwab. Greg Healy, the half forward. Brereton, Campbell gets away. He kicks, he misses. So Hawthorn live again.
But from a Melbourne point of view, Pete, it's at the right end of the ground. Hawthorn have to come all the way down the ground. 28 and a half minutes have gone. Alan Jeans has a close look at the situation. The long kick taken by Swab, plays on. Langford comes out with the ball, drives it down. Buckenauer, trip. Buckenauer's free kick. Siren sounds. There's the siren, and he's got a kick from 55 metres out. I don't think they...
It's 15 metres! 15! What pressure on Gary Buckenauer. He is a champion. He is a great kick. If he kicks this goal, Hawthorn are in the grand final.
The umpires haven't heard it yet, I don't think.
If he kicks this goal, Hawthorn are in the 1987 grand final. If he misses, Melbourne are in. There's the kick. It's a goal. It's a goal. Hawthorn have won with a kick after the siren. What a performance. A magnificent performance this by Hawthorn. Poor old Melbourne. You've got to, the hearts go out to the Melbourne Football Club. Stephen Stretch can't believe it. But there's the character. That was a courageous win, that by Hawthorn. They were down and out, Bob.
G'day, I'm Mark Harvey. You're watching Football Record Video.
Beautiful little pass to Harvey. Courage by Harvey.
Right, I'm down from Pylon and I've come down to see the Magpies today and all these terrific people here. I think they're a really great team. I've been breaking for them all my life.
Essendon are legends. They're the best. Buick, Wanganeen and Salmon.
But I'm Collingwood through and through. My favourite players are Michael Gayford, Tony Francis, Craig Starcevich, Tony Shaw.
I would like to see Tony Shaw as coach next year.
And I think they're just a great team and I think they're going to go really well this year. But I'm looking for tickets for next week if anybody's got any 2 tickets.
It's going to make for a great last quarter. Tight as a drum. So wherever you're viewing, I hope you get straight with it. Pittman gets the hand pass out to the Wiedemann. Long kick. Oh!
That's a sensational mark.
That is fantastic football.
No, the kick all right. Mark taken by Sexton. Blues are a chance now. Sexton's kick into the pocket. Kernahan!
Oh, he's marked it!
From behind.
Allen. Hoffman still chasing. Centering kick. And a good mark taken by McGrath. Well, this is a little bit more productive for Hawthorn. They've got the numbers here. Platten's kick. Up towards the forward pocket area. Oh, what a great effort. Mercurial. Tony Hall.
So Dean Griggle bomb it in long towards the pocket. The pack develops. Up they go. Mark to Everett. One-handed mark.
Ball's Mills free. The kick in towards full forward by Mercedes. And a fine mark by Gary Pert.
Beacon gets it to Taylor. He clears the zone. Back to midfield. Win mark. Wait mark.
Viral punt out on the field. Crowd really enjoying this match. Oh, what a mark by Paul Roos. Underwood taken. Long up towards half forward. What a fly and what a mark by Keenan Reynolds.
This is where they're falling in at the moment as Lewis takes it away. Very prominent early. Oh, McIntosh! What an absolutely top effort.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I mean, he was not supposed to get that mark.
G'day, I'm Peter Sumich and you're watching Football Record Video.
Sumich and Kelly hanging on. Sumich did well to get a kick at it. Oh, it's bouncing through, I think, for a goal. 4 goals to Sumich.
As you can see, our cameras are at the games to capture your views on football. We want you to get involved in this program, so have your say anytime you see our cameras at the game. Now to one of the Collingwood youngsters, Mark Fraser. Mark's father, Ken, played with Essendon, and we want to know how this occurred. Why did he become a Magpie and not a Bomber?
Well, I'm thrilled to bits that they're out here, that Mark's out here and Darren's out in the seconds here for Collingwood. I'm really pleased that they've been given the opportunity to play top grade football of the AFL. Disappointed, of course, that they're not at Essendon, but then very pleased that Collingwood were willing to nurture them and give them the opportunity. So, but it is with mixed feelings. I'm not really sure who I'd want to win. Well, it's sort of probably think that I'd like to have Mark play well, of course, but maybe Essendon win by a point or a draw.
Well done indeed to Tony Francis. What will he do here? Goes back to Fraser. Heads for home. It's swinging back. And Hammond over the line for one behind.
I'll never say much after the match to him, and if he comes home that night. But the next day I might say, oh, well, what did you think of so-and-so? Or what about this? Do you think that if you were in this position rather than that position, you might have got the ball? And so just little things that you pick up on percentage football. But I don't really hound him at all. I don't really put too much pressure. I mean, that's up to the coaches and the Collingwood, and they do a good job. So they know the game better, the modern game better than I do. But there are a few things that I've picked up over the years, and he listens on the odd occasion when I do bring something up.
Comes out wide to Fraser. Shot for goal is good. Fraser with pace. He's cornered by Atkins, but steps past him.
Well, I think he can read the game very well. He seems to know where to go to get the ball, and he also he's got a tremendous pace. I think he gets his pace from his mother. Shirley was a speedy winger with the Australian hockey team many years ago, so I think he's quite speedy, but he reads the game well and he can concentrate well too. I think they're assets, and he's got good reflexes, and that the game is quicker and the reflexes are much faster than they ever have been. So in that way, he's suited to that situation.
Fraser, great effort.
Fraser along the boundary line with Wanganeen.
You'd like to see your children do as well as they can with the potential they've got, and Collingwood have given him that opportunity, so that's to their credit.
Don't tell me yes. Off the ground, Mr. Magic has done it. Oh, what a magnificent ball. He controlled it beautifully, and he's done it again.
A tap to the advantage of Dacos. Look at the gather. The right foot snap. This is a miraculous kick.
30 metres out, Peter Dacos. 3 kicks, 3 goals.
Can he produce something special here? Oh, there's his kick back. I will not believe it.
G'day, I'm Mick McGuan from the Collingwood Football Club. For the best highlights, the most spectacular action and the latest news, keep your eye on Football Record Video.
To against Tony Shaw had a brilliant first half. Oh, courage shown by McGuan.
The Maggies will win the grand final. I'm happy the way they're going.
Go Collingwood!
I reckon Lee Matthews should bring Lonnie McEwen into the seniors and Craig Kelly.
We're going to win. The Bombers are going to win. All right.
Time remaining. Manson works his way in front. Coleman got a hand to it. Liberatore, great evasion, settles, goes Goldwood, deserving of a goal, and he's got it.
Off the head of Brett Stevens, that appeared to come. Croft almost spooned it out to Atkins, but he takes it in front of Cameron. He's a very exciting young player. In towards Delray and Zanotti. Oh, it's going to bounce through. Gave it out to Armstrong, put him under pressure. Atkins likewise. Wallace gets a cruel bounce. Mansfield favourable. Towards full forward, can the Lions answer? This for his second. Straight through the middle. The Lions answer. Long, up towards half forward. What a fly and what a mark by Keenan Reynolds.
Fitzroy player stepping in the Giants' path. Now Cameron getting some touches early in this term. Penetrating kick. Delray almost a very good mark. It's been paid. Important kick this one then. Very slight angle. Delray steers it through.
And he's still got Delray down in that forward zone, giving him a lead into the pocket. Now he centres it, but he elects to go long. It floats in the air. Guard comes in from the side. At the back, Hawkins. Ooh, his idea was right. They've still got possession. West in trouble. Goes with a hand pass. Hawkins again. It looks good. What a snap. The Dogs are back. What a goal. Wine couldn't get an effective run at it. The Dundas to Gale. The left foot snap in towards goal. The bounce. Oh, that has bounced through for an amazing goal. Taken by Tui to Mansfield. Mansfield goes looking for Wallace, who slipped. Bad luck for the Dogs. Baldwin gets it to McCarthy, measures it, kicks, and kicks cruelly.
Roos waits at the back. It doesn't come his way. Atkins is down in front. Leon Cameron is built like a splinter, but he gets it away to Wallace. A high kick, a centering kick. Where are the Flyers?
But this probably his most important kick.
Certainly is. The Hawk goals, and the Dogs go further ahead.
Well, the clock shouldn't have stopped there.
That's right.
It should not have stopped.
Well, it has. Roos wins it. It's off again now. Leon Cameron has had a patchy day. McPherson over the line. That could be it for the gallant Lions. Victory to Footscray.
Gets around his man, over the top to Deere. Paul Deere, into Hall. Hall goes out to Morrissey on the 50. Morrissey over the top. Hudson should kick a goal here. 15 metres in the clear. He's kicked it. Good pass. Alvin takes the mark forward of the centre. Silvani's still going. The fullback's almost a target at full forward. But here's Welsh. Good mark.
Excellent mark.
7 marks and coming up for his 8th kick, Rowan Welsh. He's kicked 2 goals. He's now kicked 3 and they're back in it.
Deere and Madden. Madden won it. Hogg, the long bomb, in towards half forward. Oh, magnificent mark by the captain, Stephen Kernahan.
Gee, Peter, almost the same situation as last week, this one to put Carlton in front.
Steve Kernahan kicks for goal, and he slammed it through, and the Blues hit the front. Another one-hander. 2 points the margin, Carlton leads.
Did you notice he didn't put undue pressure on himself by going back and taking a long time? He got the ball, immediately he went back and kicked it. He didn't waste any time. A lot of players, they get back there and put undue pressure on themselves. Kicking the ball quickly, Peter, gives you a chance. You don't get those nerves.
And Rowan Welsh is taking plenty of time over this. He goes to the pocket to Dorotic. Out of bounds will do Carlton. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, the Blues have got up for their first win of the season.
Drifts down into the pocket. Thompson, a very effective spoiler. Wanganeen. Oh, that is not a good kick and most unlike him. McGuan for goal. He's got it. Could have been some holding on going on there, but it's allowed to go as Pert clears with a long kick, turning defence into attack. Starcevic at the back and goal. Starcevic has. It's thrown out by Hills. Turner may get a chance. He does. He gets the hand pass away. The hurry kick is by Watson. It rolls. It rolls for a goal.
Good play, Richardson. Still there. Right. Hand pass. Very creative. Monkhorst to the goal front. A penetrating kick. Nearly marked. Helped through by Rocker. Was it a goal, I think? Yes.
Time ticking away for the Bombers. A poor hand pass. It's turned over to McGuire. He's got Saunders loose on the 50-metre. Inside 50, he can have a shot, Darren Saunders. Started on the bench and has covered himself in glory with a goal.
Osborne just gets rid of his opponent. Round onto the left foot. He's got to kick this, doesn't he? And he does.
To half forward, McAdam creates some space for Burke. Burke goes straight down the ground. Big Tony! Lockett couldn't take it. And Everett kick off the ground.
G'day, I'm Guy Archer. You're watching Football Record Video.
Man, Collingwood has got too much running power. They're sort of strong everywhere around the ground, and I think in the end, the Pies will come away with it.
I don't know about that. I think the Essendon Bombers gonna go and bomb up the Collingwood today. And
Go Pies!
At the end, Essendon will be up there with 15 points.
No way, man. Go Collingwood!
Essendon.
He's getting quite a few possessions. That hand passed a little astray. Chris Danaher back for Harvey. Harvey's kicking towards full forward. Awkward for kicking. He's going to get caught, and he's going to get caught very well by Silvani.
McAdam towards the half-forward line. Kneeled in the road, though. Swings it back across his body. Here's Scott, who's been pretty quiet. He's gone. Behind by Taylor. Well done.
Little kick to half back. This is Big Pittman on a dangerous hand pass to Tregenza, who was covered. Allows Fitzroy in. That's Jamie Elliott.
Nearly been a free kick for Mick McConnell. Frawley has the football. Hand pass not bad. Anderson caught by Lawson, should be penalised. And he is.
Coleman beaten on this occasion by Paul Roos. Does it well, off to Gale.
He's in trouble and dragged down. Guess who? Liberatore. Opportunity for West. Took it well. Now he's in trouble. Awkward hand pass. Well taken by Croft. Well tackled by Guard. Brought him down.
Liberatore. Off to Atkins, was held. Play goes on. West applies a very good tackle. This time he is rewarded.
Up towards centre half forward. Taken by Croft. Bounces the tackle. Well done. Atkins caught. Too slow. Has kicked free.
Oh, Koyunuk caught. He's lost it.
Christian. You see Michael Christian back. Great delivery to Shaw. Comes out to Mitchell. He's gone. Red hot.
Tackle. What a tackle. What a tackle.
Hi, I'm Gary Lyon. For any of the football information that you need to know, be watching Football Record Video.
Simon Tregenza towards the half-forward line over the back. Oh,
good
great mark.
Good
What
mark.
a top mark taken by Lyon.
The rule that might have to be looked at would be maybe the ticky-touch ones where guys are maybe bumping off the ball. You know, you look at say full forwards and full backs, that type of incident. Maybe look at the tackling as well.
The rule that I think needs looking at the most is definitely the 50-metre rule. I think sometimes players that it's a bit too severe on players. I mean, I think the umpire should have the option whether it be 15-metre or 50-metre, depending on how severe it is.
I think all of them.
G'day, this is Shane Healy from 3AW. They call me the Kid. Well, I call the footy next to Rex Hunt every Saturday. And in the next hour, you're going to see some of the most exciting footy you've seen in a long time on Footy Record Video. Hope you enjoy it.
I'm not Scott Palmer, but keep punching, Geelong.
Oh, you know, they're calling to win the flags, no worries about it, there's no problems, they'll win it.
Go Pies! Go Pies! Come on, Pies!
Each month we'll keep you up to date with important events that are happening. So now, here's our football diary for the next month.
I'm Mel Hanna. For the great highlights throughout the season, keep watching Football Records Video.
Well, the 1990 Premiership no doubt was the greatest moment in my football career, and hopefully I can do it again. I think prior to the game, you know, our players were really steel in mind to what they wanted to achieve, and I didn't really believe that we were going to be beaten on the day. I'd been involved in 2 losing premierships prior to this, but I really believe we had a good side, we were fit and we were strong. And also that Essendon had problems once we played in the draw against the West Coast. They hadn't played footy for 2 weeks, and we believe they might have been a bit underdone. And also they had a few injuries to top players, as in Timmy Watson and Simon Madden. So we thought we were on line to win a premiership, and that's the way it occurred. It was a fantastic moment for myself and the club, and for 19 other players who now, I think, to me, are like brothers.
He need not even pick it. The drought is over.
I've been asked a few times what happened when Timmy Watson came up to me after the final siren of the 1990 Premiership, And what had happened was that Timmy came up and just congratulated me on the win. I think he'd realised that I'd been involved in a lot of losing grand finals. He had played in winning grand finals and knew the feeling of being involved in those sort of games. I'd been involved with Timmy off the field and on for over probably 12 years. I'd found him to be a fantastic player, but I also had found him to be a person who had great sportsmanship, and I really thank him for that time. It was a moment which I look back to on the replays and really feel a bit of, what can I say, sportsmanship too, because it was just part of football. And to Timmy, I should think he should be congratulated for that sort of effort.
The emotion down there. Great effort by Watson there, embracing Tony Shaw, and now Tony Shaw.
What is Leigh Matthews like as a coach and a person? Well, I think there is a little bit of difference there. As a coach, he gains a lot of respect because of the way he played the game himself. I think one thing he's brought to the Collingwood Football Club is a new dimension to professionalism. His preparation before games is just unbelievable. There's no doubt he brought a little bit of Hawthorn with him, and mainly I think the players just perform because they have great respect for the person as a player. Off the field, well, Leigh again is just a quiet sort of person. He doesn't show a lot of emotion, but one thing he does, he again gains respect to people by the way he conducts himself off the field, and I think that's what a coach's ploy is. He has to sort of conduct himself off the field and on the field so that players can see him and gain the respect they need to have a good coach.
There's Tony Shaw mouthing off.
Well, there's no doubt I've got a big mouth on the football field, but I think there's two ways that it can work for me. Normally I believe if I'm yapping up, I'm getting involved in the game, and physically I then do follow too with my body. Sometimes I find when I'm very quiet on the field that physically I don't get involved in the game also. Again, also there's constructive talking to my teammates, which I think every footballer should have, and most professional footballers at this level do talk very well on the football field, even if they are quiet off. So they're the main two areas of my talking, and I believe it's one thing that has helped me gain a lot more possessions on the footy field and has helped me improve as a player.
But only as far as Tony Shaw, and I think he may have threaded it through.
Well, there's no doubt when the time comes for me to retire that I do want to go on with coaching if possible. At what level, I don't know. I do love the involvement of the game, and I'm sure that I'll miss that. There's other areas I want to improve. I've got a young family who I'd like to spend a bit more time with. Whether they want to play sport or do anything different, it doesn't worry me, but just the time involvement is very important. And also my career off the field. I would like to be successful off the field, so I've got a few areas, and probably last but not least, I'd love to get my golf handicap down.
G'day, I'm Simon Atkins from Footscray. You're watching Football Record Video.
First underway, Atkins read it superbly, making goal square.
The rule that needs looking at the most would have to be the 50-metre penalty. I think sometimes it's a little bit harsh on some players. They make a little mistake and they hold on for a little bit longer and they get penalised 50 metres where maybe it should be 20 or 15 metres what it used to be.
The rule that I think needs looking at most is probably the holding the ball rule. Very, very difficult for the umpires to ascertain whether the player's been retarded and the ball's held to him, or whether he's made no attempt to get rid of it at all.
It was Chris Danaher. The half-forward line, a strong mark taken by James Stern. Essendon down towards full forward. Salmon, one hand. He recovers. He's still going, Paul Salmon. He shoots, and he's kicked a mighty goal.
A long spell on the bench just to get some fitness up. Yeah, he hasn't had a chance to do much, has he? Oh, big fly by Barnes. He's able to drag it down. Ablett comes out with a football. He can kick these. Snapshot. Oh, that's a goal. It's a miracle. He's put it through.
Grenville tries to hand pass to Danaher. He's in a bit of trouble. He's still in a lot of trouble, Chris Danaher. Three Eagles players. Jakovic has a shot for goal. Oh, he's kicked a miraculous goal.
In the Eagles' attacking zone at the moment. Metropolis, head down, working hard. Lewis, Wiedemann at the bottom. Heady, oh, what a snap. Oh, what a snap.
Tapping for Burke. Nathan Burke run down by Williams, but he gets the kick away. Everett in the pocket, this time away from Pert. A snap round the corner. What's he done? Don't tell me.
20 metres out from goal, tapped down by Handley. That's never goal. It could be another one. Yes, out of the pack. Yes.
Lamb gets a short kick straight to Pike. Goes long and low up towards full forward, up towards Sumich.
Rouvray slipped at the critical time, so Sumic has a snap at goal. Oh, it's an excellent looking kick and it's a goal. What a beauty from Sumic.
Dummies, past Alessio, 55-metre kick. Sumic, good use of the body, ducks back, shoots at goal. It's rolling, it's rolling, it's there. Tremendous effort from Sumic.
Alessio takes it out of the centre bounce, kicks it up to within goal scoring distance once again. Cransburg dispossessed by Sexton, taken away by Harvey. Harvey, shot to the goal front, Hurd's a chance. It's going to bounce through for a goal. It is a goal to Harvey.
What a goal. Look at the players as they hit for Mark Harvey.
He goes out wide. Oh, Richardson, who had a brilliant third quarter. Close to 10 possessions in that term. Down to Dacos, who's kicked 5. And he might make it 6 now from the boundary line. Loves them from there and gets a miraculous goal.
Star-studded cat forward line we've come to expect is Justin Peckett. Up towards half forward. Hinkley leads the race. Comes to Morris. He can go over the top with the hand pass to Lowe, but he beats a man. Should have kicked the goal and missed. After kicking a goal, Devonport. He goes long. Anderson is there. Lowe as well. Off the ground, Stewie Lowe. Did he get a boot to it?
He tried.
Might never get a better chance. Ian Everett had a bit of it to do after the ball disappeared last time.
He was gone, Barnes.
He took a step. And Winmar very quick to apply the tackle. Barnes, kicks it along the ground. Winmar another chance.
I'm Paul Couch from Geelong Football Club. You're watching Football Record Video.
Measures the kick, spears in the pass, over Hinkley's head, Couch behind, snaps, it bounces through for a goal.
I'd like to make a comment about shopkeepers having to work on Saturday afternoons. Spoils it for people like myself to come to the football. I was always dark on the extra time for shopping. I don't think it should happen. And I reckon Collingwood's going to win the flag again.
Wanganeen's going to win the Brownlow this year, fellas.
When Timmy Watson gets back to the Bombers, it'll bring a lot more experience, a lot more depth into the team. We've got a lot of young players that'll feed off his skill, his determination, and the Bombers will be a good force this year. Let's go Bombers.
Down at St Kilda, they're all raving about the youngster Peter Everett. He's got fantastic hands and his agility as a big man is outstanding. He's our Rookie of the Month.
I started playing football in probably 81, which was under 9s, and I've played every season since then. Down at Mount Martha, then at Wanturna, then went down to Crib Point, and then stayed on the peninsula until I come down here. When I was young, I was tall, then I got around about 13, 14, and I was, pretty average height, and then when I was 17, I shot up again. And then started playing ruck from there.
Well done, Everett. Keep going, son. Oh, pity it wasn't a goal.
What an effort for a big fly.
They have a Caltex Cup down in the Country League, which I represented the southeastern zone then. And then from there, I went and played Teal Cup for the Metro. And from then I played some under-19s and then seconds for the St Kilda in the same year, which was 1990.
Towards midfield, in from the side, Everett, most impressive.
I remember my first game against Geelong. At the start of the year, I was pretty nervous. Ran onto the field. Started off in the ruck against Barnes. Played in there all day. Went all right. My first kick was an actual goal, so I was pretty happy with that as well. Yeah, and ended up with just the one for the day, but ran it out and it was good. Kenny told me before the game just to, don't worry about the nerves. I'll go when you get on the ground and just give it your best. Just, try your best.
Well, he's playing well, Everett.
Played Sydney Swans. I was only on for about 2 minutes and I knew I had to do something because I'd been on the bench for half a game.
And so I thought, and then I saw Tony go up and I thought, I'm not going to contest against him. So I just ran to the back and the ball came and I just fell over because I didn't know what to do virtually. I was in shock and then just put it on my boot and it went through. It's pretty wrapped.
Low with Bays and Everett.
Playing league football was every kid's dream, but yeah, I've been trying for this, all my life, and it's finally come, yeah. Goals for this year I mainly set just to try and play most of my games in the seniors and just, try and play well and then, going from there, yeah.
Everett in the pocket, this time away from Pert. A snap round the corner! What's he done? Don't tell me!
G'day, I'm Steve Kernan and I hope you're enjoying watching Footy Record Video.
Dorotic, long kick towards half forward. Oh, Kernahan's pulled down a screamer.
I reckon the 50-metre rule needs to be looked at a bit. I think it's some of the little antics that go on. It's just a big penalty for such a little thing.
I think the 50-metre rule needs to be looked at, as it's seems to be quite unjust when only a minor infringement can cause a 50-metre penalty. I think maybe if they brought in a 25-metre penalty, that might help.
Well, without doubt, the rule the players are most concerned about is the 50-metre rule. Well, we put it to the man who controls the umpires, Bill Dalla.
Well, I'm not surprised that that's a concern of players, and I think when we look at the aims of the rule, it clarifies the way it's interpreted. The aims are simply to act as a deterrent to delaying the play or wasting time. There are two main features of the 50-metre penalty. One is where a penalty is automatically applied, and that's for instances when a player doesn't return the ball on the full, runs through the 50-metre protected area, or tackles a player who might be running to create an option. The tackling of a player who might want to create an option, and that is a player who might want to run past his teammate who's got the mark or free kick. And that was brought in because the coaches were concerned that was a defensive tactic and there really wasn't a penalty for it. Now, the area where the umpire needs to apply some discretion are when an opponent unduly delays the play, so that is he interferes with the player with the ball, or he unduly encroaches over the mark. The reason for the 50-metre penalty was that the old 15-metre penalty was being abused. That is, that you could give them away deliberately and get an advantage. The 50-metre is a big deterrent to that sort of action. Well, for all players and supporters who are a bit frustrated by this law, it's important to understand the reasons why it was brought in, and that a return to a 15-metre or the introduction of a 25-metre is unlikely, because that can be used as a defensive weapon, and we'd return to the days where we had 20 and 30 of those short penalties applied. But it is important to understand that it's continually monitored and reviewed.
While we had Bill, we asked him what's been happening with the 3-umpire system.
We have been experimenting with a 3-umpire system over the last 2 years, and the results have been fairly good. We're keen for further trial because we think it's inevitable. There are some problems at the moment with the 2-umpire system. For example, a quick clearance out of the centre square to the goal square. The umpires just can't make position. A 3-umpire system would solve that problem because we would have an umpire there prior to the ball arising. So for that reason, we think it would lead to better accuracy, more consistency, and we think that it is inevitable.
Gary Pert read it well. Gets it, smothered beautifully there by Lowe. Here's a chance, McAdam again on the right foot. He hooks it back. This is floating towards the goal. Will it clear the line? I think it's a goal. First blood to St Kilda. Some terrific matchups here as McGuan goes out wide to Tony Francis. 2 bounces. Will he go again? He's going to bring it in towards full for Rocker. No mark. Hand pass. Fraser. An open goal, and Mark Fraser has put it through. Magpies in front.
Russell, who's Rice's man, into McGuan. Might appreciate Harvey going off the ground. Chance for McEwen. Beats one, kicks for goal and gets it. Still a chance for the Saints. It's won by Monkhorst, but grabbed by Anderson. The kick coming back and sneaks home for a goal.
Bingham and Monkhorst. Monkhorst, the big thump to half forward, socket off the ground by Brad Rowe. The ball hits the deck as they go in hard after well played Alan Richardson, but a good tackle. Taken away by the brilliant McAdam. He can run right down, have a shot. Should bounce again. He runs to 50. Oh, he could have gone further, but tries to swing it back. I think it's another one. 5 to McAdam.
11 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Across to Williams. He goes to Christian. Oh, courageous mark, and he's down. Danny Frawley met him head on, and Christian hasn't moved. And eventually, Mick McGuan will kick for goal. The man on the mark's only about 20 metres from goal. He's kicked it. For Burke. Nathan Burke run down by Williams, but he gets the kick away. Everett in the pocket, this time away from Pert. A snap round the corner. What's he done? Don't tell me. Anderson charges at it from the wing. Wright, who set up the last goal, has got it again. A great kick on the turn. Starcevic shepherds it through. It bounces through the pack. Rowe charges at it. Brown as well. Gavin Brown, another one. Just over 10 minutes to go. A chance here for Watson from the forward pocket. Shanahan's there. Rowe! Darren Rowe!
He's off the ground by Bowie. Fraser, Nathan Burke. Burke, oh, brilliant play, Burke. Dean Rice, an open goal. He can race in. What will he do? He should steady and bash it through. I think he might have goaled. He's goaled all right. McGuan goes for the hand pass. Players swoop in on it. Oh, here's Winmar from 60 metres. Nicky Winmar kicks. Oh, I think he's goal. The Saints are home.
Jarman takes the hand pass. Off to Ben Hart. The Crows out of trouble. Hart's kick up towards centre half forward. Off hands. Oh, beautifully read by Brown. 45 metres out. Brown heads for home, and there's the first one for the night.
Throw. Umpire says no as Jarman races after it. A quick little hand pass to the dangerous Tony McGuinness. He wants someone to lead. No one's moving for him, so he brings it in towards the square. Modra, error, could be a goal. Yes. That's right. Zanotti said he touched it.
It may work in the Lions' favour. Baldwin, a high kick, very high, difficult one to mark. Oh, an opportunity now. Zanotti!
Goal. Oh. He loves it. Look at him.
Oh, he didn't have it, did he? Have it? Well, the umpire said go on with it, so he does. And there's a snap at goal. That looks pretty good for a goal.
A real problem.
Kicked one goal. That's in this quarter. He wastes no time. He heads for home. I think he might have kicked it. He has. Guinness is first to recover. They're going to win it. Here comes the side.
Look at that crowd in unison.
And you would expect him to go pretty close from this distance.
This for the first score of the match. Well, you would expect him to, but he didn't. Nevertheless, picking it up and having a snap is Adrian Hickman. And he has.
Stoneham. Now a chance for Steve Hocking. Oh, nearly run down. Just balks to the right and then kicks it high in towards full forward. Oh, Billy Brownless. Now Scott into an open goal, and he'll get it.
Platt out of the centre to half forward to Gowes. What sort of a bounce will he get? Recovers nicely. Collins somehow gets through some heavy traffic. The back pocket goes for goal.
But he shrugs the tackle and goes on with the caper. Gets around onto the right foot and confidently bounces twice.
A mobile ruckman, Robert.
Running towards centre half forward and shrugs another tackle. There's arrogance if you don't mind. A little kick for Scott. Scott inside 50 bounces it. Geelong will get a goal. Scott will pump it through.
Well, that's it for issue 2 of Football Record Video. It's out every month, and at $9.95, it's just great value. Now, one person we're after is our Scotty Palmer lookalike. We think you've got a great future, so please contact us if you can. I've enjoyed bringing the show to you. I think it's a fantastic program. But before I go the Pies!
Starts straight, finishes straight, and finishes with a goal.